Hey, honey, are you okay? Well, I've just noticed that, I've been really busy lately, and I've kind of been neglecting you, and I feel like I haven't been giving you enough attention. I want to make sure that I'm worried that you think that I'm purposely ignoring you, or that I don't want your affection. And that's not true. I've just been busy. You know, well, like, I know that you know that I've been busy, and I believe that you believe that I believe that I've been busy, and that you believe that that's okay, and that you believe that I believe that I still love you, and I believe that you believe that you still love me. Um, but I also want to like show that or prove it through action. And by action, I mean I want to give you a big hug and maybe hold you for a little. Because I feel like we haven't done that in a while. It would make me feel better. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. I miss this. We should have a rule. Like no cuddling for X amount of time. So otherwise one of us might get sad. Or one of us might get sad because we believe the other is sad. And then that would make both of us sad. Does that make sense? I've just been doing things. We haven't even talked, have we? Can I tell you a little bit of what I've been doing? Let's see. Um, I made some nettle soup, like the burn nettle. Not poison ivy. That's something else. But like it's like nettles. It's like a sharp, rigid, not rigid, serrated leaf, and it burns if you touch it. Apparently in England, there's a recipe where you can take them up, steam them, and blend them up, and then it turns into a really nice soup. So I tried that. I went and picked some nettles. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It just tasted green. Oh my god, it was so green. It was the greenest soup I've ever seen. Well, that rhymes. I want to make it again. I think I used kind of older nettles, so it wasn't super nettly. And I also had to soak them and like clean them off really good because there were quite a few bugs in it. That's why I didn't offer any to you because I figured you didn't want to eat the bugs just in case. I mean, I probably ate some bugs. They were all blended up. I don't know. I tried cleaning them, but it was good. Just kind of tasted. It actually kind of just tasted a little green, and then there was like potatoes in it and butter. That's what it tasted like. Just buttery potatoes and green, but no, not green, buttery potatoes. But like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's good though. I've also been reading a ton. I've been out on the porch reading for like hours and hours. I'm almost done with David Copperfield. That's what I'm reading right now. It's really good. It's very similar to Jane Eyre, written by. See, Jane Eyre was written by Charlotte Brontë, I think. There's an umlaut on the E of her last name. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But she wrote that in 1850. No, 1847. And Charles Dickens wrote David Copperfield in 1850. So I think they're probably, or I think that Dickens was probably inspired by Charlotte. But they're both really, really good. I haven't finished Dickens yet. I think I'm liking Dickens's book better. because I really did not like how Jane Eyre ended. I didn't like how she ended, or how her relationship with Mr. Rochester ended up. It just felt wrong to me. That's still a good book, though. That was actually suggested by me, or to me, by my friend's girlfriend. She said I should read it. So I should send her a text and tell her to read Dickens's book, David Copperfield. And it's not the magician David Copperfield, that's somebody else. David Copperfield in Dickens's novel is just a guy who has some good stuff happen in his life and some bad stuff. And he just kind of, right now he's just going through society, dipping in and out of upper society because he has a rich aunt, and then they lose all their money. That's where I'm at right now. Before that, his father, who died before he was born, was fairly wealthy, and his mother, after his death, whose also name was Charles Dickens, they kind of went down a little bit in well-offness, and then she remarried, and the man she married was really cruel and mean, but they still had more money, and then they sent off David to a boarding school when he was 8, and he was abused by the teachers, the kids there. There's a lot to it. Like, I'll talk about it later, but it's just very similar to Jane Eyre, because Jane has similar startings where her mother, or not her mother, she lives with, I think, an aunt who hates her, and she hates her aunt, and her parents died. And then she goes to a school where the headmaster is just dick. What's his name? Brock? No. Mr. Brockheil? Something like that. Breckendorf? No. I don't remember. But he's kind of a dick. And then she eventually makes her own fortune by becoming a governess, which is very sweet. And she, whatever. I think I've talked to you this before. You know. What else have I done? Oh, here I have a list of the books I've read. I've read so much. I've read The Apology of Socrates, The Epic of Gilgamesh, Icarus, What I Believe, Meditations, Anthem. These are not ones that I've read. These are just ones that I've wrote down so I don't forget that I've read them. I read Oedipus. I read Candide. I read The Doors of Perception, The Problem of Philosophy, Analysis of Mind. I read some of the Philosophy of Santayana. I read the Communist Manifesto. I read The Princess Bride, finally. And yeah, I read a couple more. But then I'm also, Charles Dickens. So much. I also started a college class free on YouTube from, what's it called? From Wheaton College on the history of Western philosophy. Each video is about an hour long, and there's at least 75 videos. So if I watch two lectures a day, I'll be done in, what's half of 75? 36-ish? I'll be done in a month. Oh my gosh. It's really interesting, though. It's really interesting. You'd probably find it so boring. But I love it. The problem is, though, once I'm done with this whole thing, I don't have any, I like to call it a certificate of debt, but I don't have a degree from a college, despite learning all this. And also, who's going to hire me? It's not like philosophy is a practical just skill set that I can apply in various situations. I don't know, I've been also writing. I got a couple papers, and I gotta finish that book. Maybe I'll do that this week. Not finish it, but revisit it. But then I'm not gonna be able to stay around with you. I'll be busy again. You know what we should do? We should go to some garage sales too. That way we can mess around and still do stuff. I biked to a couple yesterday and the day before. Most of them weren't good, but look what I got. I got these little chocolates. See? little cute little chocolates. They're erasers. They were 25 cents for the both of them. And they smell like really cheap chocolate. Here, smell it. Don't taste it though. It doesn't taste like chocolate. I tried. I just licked it. No, not at all like chocolate. It tastes like an eraser. hmm I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to make more of those gyoza dumpling things. I went to the store and I have everything for it. But this time I'm gonna make my own wrappers. Last time I used store-bought wrappers. They didn't stick together. They kept breaking because they weren't very pliable. Yuck. And they didn't taste very good. I'll have to start early. Because it takes, I think, about an hour for the dough to rest. And then making the filling only takes 10 minutes because it's a lot of chopping. And then filling it takes a long time. But we'll get at least 2-gallon bags worth of dumplings, and we can just eat those whenever we need a snack. I also need to go get eggs. We're out of eggs. Yeah. I love this though. So cozy. I feel so cozy. I love you.